I think that's it. I think I've got everything settled, right? Yeah, let's try this. Let's see how that goes. I think it's right over here, right? Hey there, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
It is so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is October 31st, 2023. It's Halloween. We're going to write a little bit of code today. How you doing there, chat room? Before I greet the chat room, how you doing over there on YouTube? We're syndicating to YouTube today. We're going to give this a try. We'll run a couple of streams where we're also bringing in folks over there on the YouTube to see how it goes, to see if we get some new friends joining us over there. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. I probably don't sound exactly right, exactly 100% here. I'm a little bit under the weather. Last week I was in Europe. I was in Bulgaria speaking at the DevReach conference. Had a great time. It's always great to get to different places to speak with folks in person. It had been 10 years since I'd been to Bulgaria, and it's not exactly that center of population that folks think of when hey, I want to go somewhere and meet a bunch of people. Oh, why don't you go to New York, Paris, London, Tokyo, Los Angeles? I went to Sofia, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I had a full day of interviews there. You saw them here live on the stream. We ran during European hours, right? A little bit earlier than our normal time that we have here. That's East Coast North American. But we still had a great time. And it makes me want to go a little bit earlier, start a little bit earlier in my day here, so I can catch some more European folks as they're starting their days. So, let me head over to the chat. So this is going to be an integrated chat right over there. It still looks a little bit off. The restream chat just looks a little bit off. Like, come on now. Come on now. There's just too much space there between them. You know what I'm saying? What can we do? What can we do to improve that, huh? Compact mode? Yeah, that's what I want. Compact mode. There we go. And all right, so if I close that and I force a refresh on that, what's that look like? Here we go. Right, first time with the new chat set up here. Let's see what this looks like. Do a refresh, force that update, and no, it's still kind of clunky and large, and I don't know. I asked for that appearance to be compact mode. Yeah, I don't. If I change default compact, is that what I want? Do that. I think that's a little bit better. Refresh that. That's better. That's what we wanted. And it's just off the bottom because I trimmed the bottom. So you know what? Let's do this. Look at that. You don't get this content anywhere else where folks are editing stuff on the fly, building this up. Let me see here, restream chat. So what I'll do, I'm going to stretch that back down, move that up, and just trim the top a smidge. There we go. Phil
Vesey cheered 500 for the charity, as it's been a while since I could catch a live one.
Thank you so much, Phil. Yes. So for those of you on YouTube, on YouTube, you might not know this. On Twitch, if you subscribe, if you cheer on Twitch, I make donations to charity. And of course, right now, through the end of the year, for every cheer, for every subscription, for all the ad revenue on Twitch, we'll make donations to the American Cancer Society. Thank you so much for that support. Let me say hello to some folks that are here. Noel Sheffo, Billy Cool, how you doing there? Zerths, howdy, howdy. Napalm Codes, good morning to you. Eric with the resub, 5 months. It says 5 months in a row, but it doesn't say how many months that you've been with us. Yeah, 5 months. All right, cool. Happy Halloween. Thank you so much. We still have on Twitch, we have the Halloween emotes turned on as well. Thank you so much. M-Stew, 50 months.
You just resubscribed for 50 months.
Whoa, Nelly, 50 months. Thank you. Thank you very much with that. More than 4 years. And we'll make another donation to the American Cancer Society. Thank you, Invisible Programmer. Wise Otter, good to see you. Phil is here. Good afternoon to you. Zerth saw me on Twitter during the Eagles game. Yeah, I was a little bit stressed on Twitter, not going to lie. Our Philadelphia Eagles, American football, there's an aggressive way that I would play and coach a football team, and they weren't there at all. They pulled out the win in the end, but there were opportunities they did not go after. How you doing there, smart chap? Let me see. Continuing here. Michael is here from YouTube. Greetings to you on the Dominican, our first chatter on the restreamed YouTube feed. Let me see here. How was Sophia? Sophia was good, Murray. Thank you for asking. I always enjoy Bulgarian food while I'm visiting. Bulgaria had a little bit of rakia. Not gonna lie, had a little bit of rakia. Brought home a bottle, which meant I had to check my luggage at that point. That doesn't make me happy, but I had to check my luggage, which meant I had to reclaim my luggage in London during the transfer home, and that was just a pain. But worked out. Bottle of rakia made it home, and we'll be enjoying that in the future here with the family. So I'm looking forward to that. So, all right. This is Ubuntober. I spend every October in Ubuntu Linux, and our friends from kfocus.com have generously provided a laptop that I use that is pre-installed with Ubuntu Linux, runs fantastic. We're going to be taking a look and working with that here today. Why does it say I'm in the music and art category? That can't be right. No. What category do you have me listed in over there on YouTube? It says powered by Restream, but it doesn't say. Yeah. Playlists. Double checking. I mean, the description, I don't care about the description right now. We'll get that updated with more content. It doesn't say what category. And now I feel bad. Like, all right, whatever. Moving on. Let's get into a little bit of this. Bald Bearded Builder, hello. Watched the Eagles a few weeks ago. You knew about Jalen, but didn't realize they basically built by Alabama. No, there's a handful of Alabama folks. There's a handful of Georgia folks there. Not gonna lie. Little Kingy, how you doing there? Welcome. I don't see it here. Do I have to just go over here and then I'll see it? All right, whatever. I'm looking for some docs that have some restream statistics for me here. And I'm not seeing anything. No, that won't work. Huh. Wheel? And there we go. I guess that'll work. And I can dock that over there with the thing. All right. So Ubuntober is almost over. That's right. We're just about there. Hello to you in Serbia. Is that Relkan? Thank you so much for joining us. Rykan. Let me see here. 5 Georgia, 6 Alabama, 10% of the roster thanks to Nick Saban. Look, if you're going to build the best team, you got to build from some of the best college football teams. So, and this weekend we were watching. I didn't get to watch. I watched the highlights. That Wrexham AFC, the Red Dragons from Wales, fantastic match against Notts County. Oh my gosh, love seeing what was a rivalry last season. Wrexham took it to them. Now tied for number 2 on the table, technically number 3, when you hit the third or fourth tiebreaker. But really great to see. Wrexham's lined up well here in League 2. I don't know if they're going to get by Stockport, but they're lined up really well for the promotion to League 1. I'm going to get my gunners on here, and we'll get things started. Let me move some things around. I am a bit congested. Oh my gosh. Whew. Not going to lie. I'm going to end up stepping away a little bit to blow my nose and whatnot. So, let's have some fun. Let's get some music playing here in the background. No, I can't play that music. I was listening to the Tron soundtrack. Over the weekend, I was at a band competition, marching band competition, right? And all these marching bands playing, great pop music and jazz and all this. Before I get to that, Chuck
just resubscribed for 14 months.
14 months with us, and another donation we'll make to the American Cancer Society. So all these marching bands playing great music, and this one band came on, and they were playing, and they were doing a Tron-themed show. So they were playing Daft Punk, a marching band, playing Daft Punk, brass, woodwinds, drums. They had a little bit of a synthesizer, not going to lie. But they were playing Daft Punk. That was amazing to watch. That was amazing to watch. Let's get things started. Let's head over to our Ubuntu machine here and start talking about what we're working on. And I'm going to get some music playing here in the background here. So I can't play the Tron songs. Let's go to EDM. I think that's as close as we're going to get in vibe to what I was listening to. And I'm going to come down here. Let's start with, this is called Everyday Hero.
Electric Havoc just resubscribed.
Electric Havoc! 57 months. Woo, indeed. Thank you so much. 57 months with us, and I'll make another donation to the American Cancer Society. How you doing there, Dr. Cox? Welcome. So we are syndicating both to YouTube and to Twitch. I'm going to call that out a couple times here today. Make sure that folks know that, hey, if you're not able to watch, I should probably post something like that over on the... over on the Twitters and things, right? Do make that available so that folks know, right? Go ahead, take a look. It knows what this hat is. Oh, yeah. Hang on. The actual app that does the connection, I had to restart it. So, and of course, the hat command only works on Twitch. Can't do that on YouTube.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Is it? It's not sending messages over to YouTube. There is a bot that we can activate that'll send messages over to YouTube. Let me turn that on. There it is. Bot. Yes, relay mode.
Developers.
There we go. So now folks on YouTube will see the messages on Twitch and the other way around. Thank you so much for the follow. Big Fudgesicle. I only have the follow alerts set up right now on Twitch. We should get them dialed in on YouTube before next time. So, let me see, what else do we want to do? So we got that set up. We want to take a picture and get the thing posted over on the doohickey. Let's take a screenshot. All right, there's a screenshot. Take a screenshot and we'll put up a Twitter post, a Mastodon post, all those things, right? So let's see, there's that. What? Nope, that's not it. Wrong keyboard. Always the way with these things. Oh, look, and now Twitter wants me to authenticate. Hey, prove you're human. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'm live coding today on Twitch and YouTube. Join me for some C#, JavaScript, and open source fun on Linux. Yeah, I think that works. And I'm going to drop the link to the YouTube channel this time because I can. There's the YouTube link, and I'll attach a picture, and the picture is coming out of... Come here, you. That's not a screenshot. That's not the screenshot that I took. I see the question there in chat. Give me 1 second. I'll grab it and screenshot. No. It says it went into videos. Yeah, there it is. No, don't crop the media. I want the other one that I was actually smiling for. There you go. That's good enough. All right. Let me see. There was a question here. Big Fudgesicle with a question here on Twitch. Just started studying C# and .NET with SQL. Can I suggest a list of topics to go through? Depends. What do you want to do with your newfound C# knowledge? Do you want to build a website? Do you want to build a game? Do you want to build IoT devices? Do you want to build a huge, massive cloud service that will take over the world? Do you want to build a console application? What do you want to do? Smirking Squiggly
just resubscribed for 7 months.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us for 7 months, and another donation I'll make to the American Cancer Society. So, depends on what you want to do, Big Fudgesicle. I'm a web developer, so I like learning Blazor, ASP.NET Core, a little bit of JavaScript mixed in there. What do you want to do? Oh no!
Heavy just resubscribed for 23 months.
Heavy F, 23 months with us, and another donation that I'll make to the American Cancer Society. Thank you so much. My goodness. The support and the resubs here on the Halloween are strong today. So, there we go. Now the Restream bot is posting messages over to the YouTube. To the tube of all yous. Or something like that. Yep, learn.com is a great place to start. Big Fudgesicle wants to learn ASP.NET so you can get another job. Oh no, since you were laid off. Okay. ASP.NET, easiest way to get started is check out the Razor Pages UI model. It's very page-focused development environment. You can learn Razor literally in 5 minutes. I'll show you. We're building an application with Razor Pages here today. Once you know the basics of that, then we can start dialing in and get into some really interesting stuff with Blazor. Now, Blazor is a component-based user interface framework that's going to give you a ton of power. Yanescu,
for 22 months.
22 months with us. Thank you so much. And we'll make another donation to the American Cancer Society. Really appreciate that. So, when I think about Blazor, I can run this code in WebAssembly in the browser. And there were some folks on Twitter that were challenging me and said, Blazor is junk because it runs so slow. Well, the demos and things that they were looking at, quite frankly, weren't optimized. And Blazor isn't as fast when you look at filling in and manipulating form data. That's not where Blazor gets its speed. Where Blazor is fast is when you're doing native calculations and things in the browser. That being said, developers are going to notice the speed. My mother-in-law isn't going to notice the speed. My kids don't notice the speed. Tech folks, oh my gosh, do you see that? It is 300 milliseconds slower than React. Oh my gosh. Come on. If you're trying to impress somebody with the processing speed of manipulating text in a text box, yeah, it's not there. But if you're trying to do artificial intelligence, if you're trying to do big calculations, yeah, does that really well in the browser. And it's easy to use. So check it out. Carl on YouTube. How you doing there, Carl? Carl asks me, do I consider myself a full stack developer? Am I stronger on the front end or back end? I do consider myself a full stack developer because I develop services. I know how to build user interfaces. I can bounce back and forth and develop. And the application you're going to see me working on today, TagApp, I've built all of front end, back end, so on. Thursday, we're actually going to tinker with building a little bit of a mobile app to work with TagApp. So native applications, web applications, both on the front end, server applications. I do consider myself a full stack app developer. That said, my front end game is weaker than my server side development, and my mobile development is weaker than my front end web game. So, Alu the Crow really loves developing with Blazor, especially since it keeps things so neat, and with C# being able to be used full stack. Right, this is what folks really loved about Node when Node.js started coming out and folks started getting involved over there. Hey, I can take my JavaScript knowledge and go everywhere. Yeah. Same thing with C# now and Blazor. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stream today. I feel awful. Oh my gosh. Let's see how we go here. Let's see how it goes. Excited and looking forward to .NET Conf. How many days now? 2 weeks. 2 weeks? No, 3 weeks. Yeah, no, 2 weeks. I was right. 2 weeks. The 14th of November. So 2 weeks from today, .NET Conf. We're going to have the .NET 8 release. Whole lot of stuff going on for that event. I will be live in sunny, beautiful Redmond, Washington for that. Well, the faster regex was actually in .NET 7. It's even better in .NET 8. So, .NET MAUI being able to use Blazor is very cool as well. Yeah. So, hello there, PC nerd. Yeah, it's sunny for a day or two when I get there, and then it goes back to rain. So, that's a thing, to be sure. Let me see here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, moving on. I get notifications popping up on my phone. Hey, what's this? Oh, it's garbage. Let me go back over to the Linux machine. Let's start talking about this. Yeah, I don't think it was a conference cold. I was already on a downturn before. Car Pro Brun, thank you so much for the follow. PC Nerd with the resub.
Nerd37 just resubscribed for 18 months. Looks like it's that time of month again to help kick cancer's butt.
Yes, thank you so much. And another donation I'll make to the American Cancer Society. All through the second half of the year here, we've been making donations to the American Cancer Society in memory of a few folks in our streaming community that we've lost to cancer, and to folks out there, folks like you that are watching, who are fighting the fight against cancer. We want to support them and send some donations over to the American Cancer Society. Thank you so much for that support. We lost Vittorio Bertucci. Bertocci, I think. I make sure I pronounce his last name correctly. Very well-known Italian security specialist. We lost him about a month ago. We lost our friend Brave Cobra over the summer. So I'm happy to pay it forward and support an organization that's going to fight the fight against cancer. All right, let's get into this. So we're back here in TagApp. I had a handful of bugs that I actually went through and I addressed yesterday. I pushed through a couple of pull requests. Let me show you what we did with that, and then we've got a icon improvements fix coming in here that will apply. But let me show you what we did yesterday. So, a couple of things here. I added a health status report to the providers. I ran into an issue. I tried to run TagApp during the live stream last week, and I couldn't get connected to Twitter, and I couldn't get connected to Twitch. So I bailed out. I canceled out on it because I couldn't get connected to any of the services. I don't know why, but I want to put a little status report out there so it becomes easier to see what's going on. And now there's a little red, yellow, green indicator on the providers page. I'll show you that in a minute. I added a confirmation pop-up if you're approving currently rejected messages. I don't want you to accidentally click a button and oops, I put something live that really shouldn't. It's got swearing or something that we don't like in there. Now, we took the Sweet Alerts package and we introduced those alerts to go through and appear on the page. Really nice suggestion. It feels good. It's a little white dialogue that pops up that you can click through. The moderators list on the moderators page wasn't populated with the list of folks who were currently in there and already moderating. In there and currently moderating. So I updated that so that now it shows up there. And when you click in, here's a list of the folks that are currently working. Instead of having to wait for folks to come and go and get it to slowly populate. And the rejected label. When you reject a message on the moderation screen, it didn't show the word rejected. It just changed the color. So I updated and fixed that. It was a little CSS class that was missing from being applied. So I feel good about those updates. And I want to get in here and apply this other pull request we have. And hopefully do some more damage. Get some more stuff done here. Hopefully a lot of stuff done here. So, let's see. There was, the other pull request over here. The Blazot icons needed a little bit of improvement. So, get it to display with the rest of the Bootstrap icons. Nice. So, Blazot is a social media service that's being built entirely with Blazor. Our friend Steve Elliott is working on that. So, he has a pull request here that updates these icons. It's an icon update. Of course it passed all my tests to be reviewed and added in here. Just a couple of files that he updated to make it easier to use. Added in an SVG, cleared out a little bit of CSS, and added an icon font appropriately for that. So there we go. Really nice little bit of work here. So I'm going to get this merged in. And of course, our GitHub actions will kick in. And they'll kick in, rebuild, redeploy by building a container and send them out. So thank you for this update. It's great to get this support for Blazot in TagApp. There we go. M. Pulowski asks, how do I get the bugs tab in GitHub? See the bugs tab there? I have an extension that I installed called Refined GitHub. And it adds not just the bugs tab, but a couple of other nice things that you'll see throughout my GitHub user interface as I navigate around here. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to move this screen. No. continuing here. So the other pull request that is out here is a user interface to apply filters to the moderation screen. We want to make sure that it's easier to moderate and see just the content you're looking for over there on the moderation screen. We've got some work to do here. Not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really congested. I even took some meds this morning and it's not helping. Ooh. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Pardon me for a minute here. I'm going to step away and see what I can do to clean this up just a little bit. Give me just a minute here. I'll be right back. That wasn't it. No, the camera. That one. All right. That feels a bit better. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right. PC Nerd says something's definitely going around. Fiance congested. Yeah. I was developing this before I left for Bulgaria. Let me tell you. Al Risk. Thank you so much. Is it AI? I can't tell. AI or AL? That looks like an AL. Thank you so much for the resub. Blasai.
Bukai just resubscribed for 17 months.
Thank you so much for both of those, and I'll make donations to the American Cancer Society. Thank you so much for that support. That is very kind. All right, let me head back over here. Yeah. Hey, Thindall, hello. 10 days. Woo. Yeah. This has really been bugging me, let me tell you. Let me head back over to the code. So we started working on this idea of being able to filter moderation. Let's get my console open here. Right. And zoom in a little bit. I'm going to open Tmux. Thank you so much. I'm going to drop into my TagApp folder. There we go. And, right, let's pull in all the latest changes. Thank you. Push those back up. What? Pull upstream main. I'm not sure what's the deal with the clipping here on that. Like, right, I feel like there's like a font size thing going on. I don't know. Push those updates out. So, if we just take a peek over here at the actions. Yep. So that's all built, deployed, and now there's a container out there with all the latest. Viveloper, hello, welcome. Appreciate you joining us. Yeah, better now than before .NET Conf. Yes. Hot toddy night, whiskey, cloves, lemon, honey, hot water. I had Jim Beam last night. Does that help? We could just do some of this. Right? I've got about one left there. We could just do some of that, right? That'll take care of things. Yeah, that's right. I've got a bottle of Macallan 18 within arm's reach of my office here. If I'm going to have scotch in my office, I'm going to choose something classy. Classy. Hot sauce is the cure for congestion. I might have a little bit of hot sauce. Might have a little bit of the is it the mule sauce that the sticker company makes? Yeah. Scary on a Halloween night? No. All right, so I have everything merged in here. Let's split the screen here just a little bit. No caps lock for you. Come on now. I'm on Linux. That means that caps lock is verboten. What? No. There we go. That's better. And we will .NET Watch launch profile HTTPS. There we go. Building running, doing its thing here. How you doing, McNets? Hello. We are syndicating to YouTube. Just a few folks over there. That's okay. So you can chime in. I am watching chat on both services. I am seeing an error here. What? Oh, I know what this is. I need to restart. Yep. My container with the database. Do that again now. Restart. So, come on.
What's that?
I'd like the application to run. Thank you. There it is. TagApp. This is the application we've been building. So if I go into moderation, I can show you some of the things that we've built here. If I were to reject, what is this? Let's, sure, I don't know. I'm going to reject this one and see the rejected word shows up there. If I go to approve it, it's going to prompt me. Are you sure? Do you really want to do that? So I can cancel out of that, and it still stays. Where'd it go? Still stays rejected over here. You know what? While I'm paused on that, right, and I'm waiting for that, I need to pause the refresh. Let's put that fix in real quick here. I'm going to use VS Code. Because with C# Dev Kit, I can do everything everywhere. No, I don't have a project configured. Let's see. Where do we want to go here? Oh, well, it's actually right here. Right? Right there. Confirm we're flipping this. All right. So I need to pause. How do we pause? Like, even then, while we're hovering, we should be paused, right? Yeah, right there. If not paused, yeah, because I showed the moderation panel. Oh, you know what? It goes out. Think. pausing in TagApp for those of you who haven't been following. See, there's a little pause button down here. And it's actually paused right now. Means it will stop live updates from flowing through. Who is that young current moderator? I know, right? Look at that guy. Right, while we're mouse over on it. And then, what is it? Mouse leave? Yeah, there we go. So when we leave the hover panel, which happens when we go into the what's it called? When we go into that confirmation dialog. It's, hey James, not a new channel. I've had this for a while. I've got a bunch of content already on YouTube, but we'll start broadcasting over here as well. And of course, chat is integrated, and we are showing and broadcasting and sharing across. I'll slowly activate more YouTube content on YouTube and integrations with YouTube here on the stream. So there you go. There's the YouTube. Okay. So it's not really a mouse leave. It's not really a mouse leave when you go into, when you're on the confirmation over here. You know what? I'm going to open this as an issue, and we'll address it sometime later. There's a little bit to this that I don't want to spend too much time on right now. While approval confirmation, while moderation approval confirmation dialog is open, pause is turned off. I'll mark this as help wanted if somebody wants to take a shot. So this is completely open source. Anybody can work on it. Let me see here. You watch a lot of my content on the .NET channel? Yeah, I thought I remembered seeing you, James. I'm no longer broadcasting over there, and having some. We're going to continue over here on my channel. Is there a benefit to still writing JavaScript although we have Blazor? Absolutely. Blazor, because of the nature of WebAssembly, is not allowed to interact with the browser. It's allowed to interact with the document object model, with the HTML objects that we've built and are managing. But Blazor is not allowed to interact with the browser. So you can use JavaScript then to interact with and work with the browser. If you need other manipulations of the DOM, JavaScript will help you with that as well. So, Eternal Dev Coder on Twitch asks, do I prefer Code or full Visual Studio? I go back and forth between them. Right now I'm really enjoying VS Code, but I really like the ability to debug and work through stuff in a very cohesive way with Visual Studio. You're welcome, James. So, all right. Let's, I'm going to leave the issues tab open here so that we can throw new issues in here if we run into it. So, yeah, look at that. The Restream bot is even posting messages coming through from YouTube because they're on the Twitch channel. Nice. All right. Where else did we want to go? We want to put moderation filters in here. So let me head back over to that work that I was doing. Get branch. Yeah, that one. That one. feature filter moderation. Thank you. Let's merge the main branch. Yes, please. Thank you. Push those up. Yep, restart that chalupa. So, let me ask you something. I was asked last week if I would be interested in doing a Call of Duty stream. Doing some Call of Duty streaming. Is that something that you folks would be interested in? I know it would attract a different audience, but I was asked if I would mind doing some Call of Duty streaming. Maybe. Maybe not. Don't know. All right, continuing here. So if I go back over to moderation, now we get the filter. Now, I feel like I can even control the providers here, and I can say don't show provider filters for those providers that are not active. So if I go over to the admin screen, I added to the providers dialog a little red-green indicator that shows whether they're actively receiving messages or not. So Mastodon is actively listening. No new content has been found. But these other ones, let's use those as a little bit of a filter over here. So, actually, I suppose no. The filter that's coming in should be on all the content. The approval status is, it does work, but it doesn't go back in time. Right? This is all what's live being displayed. So I think we wanted to write a little bit of a query that if there's less than 10, 20 messages that meet that filter criteria, go get more. Go load more content. Hey, 404 not found. Hello, welcome. What's happened over here? Keeping an eye on things. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Is Cliptalk officially in maintenance mode? It will be. It will be. It's not even going to go in maintenance mode. I'm going to shut it off. We're going to shut it off completely. Because it just costs too much for me to run and not be able to compete with Twitch. It just does. All the data that's sitting out there on the database will roll over and download, and so we don't have it completely lost. But to maintain this site, the viewership isn't there. I'm not going to be able to get enough advertising dollars to cover my costs. The amount of time that I was investing in this just isn't feasible when Twitch wants to compete with it. So, any date for the shutdown? I need to do it within the next 2 weeks. So, because it costs a lot to run this. Even if I wanted to reroute our subscriptions, our cheers into Cliptalk funding, it's not enough to cover the costs. It just isn't. So, it was a good experiment. We learned a lot. I'm going to open source it after I'm done taking it down. But, and this is all Blazor. Now, a decent amount of why some of the interactions are slow is because it's searching against a database, and I'm not paying for a big enough database, a powerful enough database to search through all this content. I'm just not. So if I look for our friend Ellieface, right? I need to pay for bigger search index she was dressed up and doing some Halloween costume celebrating last night. So cool stuff that we could do, but quite frankly, the audience just isn't there. It just isn't. So, and there's the ability for me to bring in and try and get more folks on and to help out, just not happening. Just not happening. I don't have the finances to be able to do that. So, and nobody wants to invest in this. So, because Twitch is actively competing. So, it's literally a never-ending, open-ended database that is consistently growing, and it's just not going to happen. So, right. I mean, the search index of names is actually quite small. I don't know why it takes so long, but I'm not going to go through and tune it because the viewership just isn't there. Twitch is going to learn in a very painful way that folks don't watch clips. They don't. So, and people were making clips for this channel because I built this application. So, and there you see me with Scott Hunter last week. So, yeah, wisdom's knowing when to cut your losses. It wasn't, it's not a FOSS project. This is closed source, and we were building and having a good time here. I'm not going to lie. But the cloud services cost too much for me to maintain. So, that's okay. All right, back over here. So, I want to turn this approval status into an additional query to load data if we need to get more to fill out the page, right? I think at some point there's also going to be a date filter on here, but so that you can go back in time. Phil, that's a very good point. Learned a great deal about Azure Functions, Azure in general, and Blazor. Totally agree. We learned a lot building Cliptalk. We spent 3 years building Cliptalk. Think about that. That's a lot of time to be building one website. So, yeah. Keith over on YouTube says, I enjoyed the Cliptalk streams. Learned a lot. Same. We all, I think, learned a lot there. And it's definitely something that I'm not going to forget. I'm going to appreciate. And I'm going to share the source code for that because it worked out. It worked out for the better for us. I think it was worth it. I would if there were folks on the Azure team that wanted to pick up my Azure bill, the SQL Server team that wanted to pick up my SQL Server bill for the next year, I'd consider keep on doing it, but it costs too much for me to run. And TagApp, I think, has a much better future. So, okay. Where was I? Yes, we're going to improve the filters over here. So, approval status, if I say just show me the approved, there we go. Show me everything, and it's back. Can I share some of the cost involved in running a mega site like Cliptalk? Cliptalk costs me more than $500 a month. So, when you think about that, and that's because I'm running 2 databases. I really should probably be running 3. The front door configuration, that's pretty expensive. That's another $100 a month on that. I could roll that over now to app service, to one app service that is running Blazor with .NET 8. And that would save a bunch of money from having all of those configurations. I could knock down the Azure Functions application, which was a couple bucks a month because I was going through the free allotment. But it's not going to save me. It's not going to save me $200 or $300 a month. It's just not. So, yeah, it's not feasible, and that number is only going to grow as more data is collected, and as more folks use the application. So, do rejected content items go red, or are they thrown to the Fritz Bits bucket? They just go red. They just go red, just like that. So, yeah, it goes unpaused when I mouse into there. So, if somebody wants to take a look at that, be my guest. Void bucket, yeah. All right, let's see if we can do something about these filters. Now, my hunch is that we'll be able to get some help from Copilot on some of this. Speaking of, I got some reloads we got to do. Copilot update. All right, go ahead. Thank you. Let's go find the moderation hub. That's not how you spell moderation. Mod. So I use a SignalR hub here, moderation hub, that has all the methods that we use for connecting out and doing moderation tasks. Why do I have a separate hub for this? Because you must be a moderator in order to be able to access and interact with this. Because this project is open source, everybody can see the source code. So I want to block and make sure that you can't jump features here and interact and do some of the moderation actions if you're not permitted to. So I've got set status, get current moderators. So I want to do a reload of filtered content based on those filters that were selected. Right. And that comes out of, what's the other hub? Message hub. So I've get existing content, and I have get approved content, get existing content. And the service being passed in is iMessaging service. Yeah, I've already got it. So we want to say okay. We want a method here that's going to return content in the moderation action. Get filtered content by tag. And we want to pass in a no. Collection of providers that we want to choose, right? And a collection of states. Now, moderation action. Let's take a look at that. Did I make that a flag? No. Moderation state is... Come back over here. You. Did I make that a flags enum? I did not. Okay. So we're going to have to make this moderation states. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Save that. We're going to go deploy and have some fun with that. Eternal Devcoder on Twitch asks, am I going to do a .NET 8 workshop? Yes. Probably won't be until at least January, February. I am doing a Blazor with .NET 8 workshop at Dev Intersection. I am doing a .NET MAUI with .NET 8 workshop at Dev Intersection, as well as 2.5 other sessions there. That workshop that I'm doing is going to be with our friend, and quickly becoming my nemesis, that Maddie Montequilla, and we'll have some fun. I'll also be co-presenting with her about Blazor Hybrid at Dev Intersection. It's going to be a good time. All right. Will they release an upgrade guide from .NET 7 to .NET 8? Oh, already done. The upgrade guide, quite literally, if you're upgrading from .NET 7, the upgrade guide is just change the numbers, and it works. If there's other features that you want to be recommended to use, that's another ball of wax. I'll have my own Blazor workshop as well. Yep. Very, very busy week for me at Dev Intersection. I now need to go and implement this. So find me all the places. Oh, jeez. Not that again. Find me all the places where that's being used. Messaging service. So I've got my Postgres messaging service over here. Yeah, give me one of those. We need to implement this. And it's also... Show me those references. Thank you. It is also in-memory messaging service. Don't mind if I do. Yes. Yes, I want to go there. Thank you. So we need to implement this method that we just add. Yes, I do want to use the new rendering modes. Yes, yes, yes. So all cool things to implement, show off, and learn about. All right, so I just implemented that new method here. Get filtered content by tag. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Should I have put a max count on that? No. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. That's pretty good. But it's not quite all of them. I want to put a where on this before we order by that. And the content, yeah. Okay. So let's do this. We got to put a big old where clause in here, right? And the filter we're going to do on content is, oh. Yes. Is there a moderation action on that? No, there is no moderation action on it. No. Because there is no moderation on the in-memory provider. I think, isn't there... Didn't I do moderation action? No. Can I do null there? No, it won't let me do that, will it? Yeah. Hey, Johan. Good to see you. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Fighting a cold. Fighting a cold does not feel good, let me tell you. All right. Let me see here. So... Get approved content. Yeah. No, it throws a... Yeah, you can't do this. You know what? I'm going to turn this back into... and not implemented. Because I don't have moderation enabled with this. You're also sick today? Ugh, Sean. Yeah, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. But over in the Postgres version of this, now we're talking. Now we can do the thing. Yeah, it returns null if there's a... And that's turned into a question mark there. Hang on a sec. Yeah. Alright, so if I go down and get latest... no. I didn't do the, implement. No! Stop it. Implement that. There we go. Alright. I think... Yeah, I think we're going to be able to cheat and reuse this a little bit, right? Content as no tracking. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right. Order by descending timestamp. Select. That's not what I'm selecting. Sure, take 100. That's fine. Oh, that's good. Give me a 2 array on that. Sure, 2 list is fine. Now, what don't we like is this. We need an async. And we got some updates to do in here. Ah, okay, okay. I'm feeling it. So we do that. Now, why doesn't it like the select on there? Okay. So now we can do that. Turn this into 2 array. Array actually takes up a little bit less space in memory, so it runs a little bit faster. Copilot says, and gets us there pretty nicely. So, let's do this. Let's turn this into an as. No, you're not going to let me do that? All right, fine. Do it the other way. Be that way. Let's see how this goes. What? there. Just keep an eye on things. How we doing there, YouTube? A couple folks over there watching. See, and the thing about broadcasting to YouTube also is there are folks that aren't allowed to get Twitch on their office PCs, but now, because I get YouTube, they can show us. What's it saying there? It's a possible null reference. And that's okay if it is a null reference. We should probably... if it is a null reference... Right, if I do that, it's still a possible null reference. Which means that would... Let's see what happens. So, how you doing there, Gary? Hello. Okay, so I've got that little bit there, so I can go back over to my moderation hub. Now that it knows what that is, I can add that additional request. Hey, get more... Right? Public async task. And, get content for tag, and it's the IEnumerable content moderation content model. All right, so we're going to return some of those. Moderation content model. Get filtered content by tag. Sure. String tag. Providers. And, oh, are you kidding? Copilot. That's pretty good. I don't think it's right, but it's pretty good. To moderation content model. What don't we like here? What? Tag provider states, right, we set that up. That's a thing. It knows how to do that. Let's see, rebuild, see if we get any errors here on the build. I think it's just VS Code out of sync or something. No, I'm completely wrong. Uh-oh. Line 100. What? Oh, you know what? Hang on. Close the IEnumerable, close the task. That's what it was. So that's going to rebuild. Da, 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 da. And we're good. All right. Woo! Let's go. So now I have a way to get more content. Is this the last stream on Ubuntu? For now. Hey, Fuel Snable. Hello. So now I can go back over to... What do I got over here? Why is it telling me that there's one to go? Copilot wants me to go again. Fine, go ahead, go again. I don't think they really updated it again just there, but hey, whatever. Okay, so let me bring up site.js. I know. And where is the filter? Filter. Yeah. Filter by approval status. Here we go. So it does a cards for each and applies style displays on those. I thought we changed this around so that it was actually applying a filter at the top level and cascading down. let's split this and take a quick look. So if we go there, yeah, it's doing a for each and applying to displays. And I think we were saying something last time that we could turn that into a CSS thing, right? Put a filter up on the top level, and if you're within filter and you have these settings, hide. And then I don't need to do this. Stand by. There we go. All right. Just got to keep an eye on a thing or two here. We're good. We're good. All right. Yeah, if I put a filter at the top and then did this as a CSS thing, it would show hide instead of having to for loop across everything. You know? That wouldn't be too bad. Right? What would that look like? Filters on the moderation cards. Right? I couldn't do it on the providers. No. So all of the content lives in this tagged content block. So if I said tagged content, where did I go? There. Tagged content filter. Are you kidding? Well, if it's filter... If it's filter approved only, right? Then if it's status rejected is display none. Right? How do I get the stuff that isn't? That hasn't been moderated? Right now it has the lack of a class on it. So how do I select those? I mean, I could go through and add a class to it. What else could I do? I'm going to find those that do not have status approved or status rejected. Let's see what Copilot tells us. Well, that works for getting the rejected only. Sure. Let's say hide cards that are neither approved or rejected. Let's see what Copilot comes up with for us. In tagged content, hide articles that don't have status rejected class or status approved class. Chat room, help me verify that. I need your help. You are my human eyes. I'm also going to paste that in. Does that look right, chat room? Friends on YouTube, friends on Twitch, what do you think? No, I don't have live share turned on. I think that's pretty good. So if I go to tagged content and just apply either approved only or rejected only, it will show hide appropriately everything else. Needs moderation. Work with me, Copilot. In tagged content with the class filter needs moderation, hide all articles with status approved and status rejected. It's a good bit of documentation for what this thing's going to do. Yep, that looks good. Right, and I can probably just do the same thing for status rejected. Prompt engineer extraordinaire. Oops, I got status rejected. Right, so that should take care of the status. Okay. Let's... So for the approval status stuff over here, right? I'm going to get rid of this cards for each. So the status. Can I split this again? Yes, I can. Where do we go here? Approval filter. Okay. Okay. So let's do a... I could do a switch. Sure. No, I don't want to do a for each. Right, this is within tagged content. I don't know. Here we go. I don't need to do cards here. Let. Yes. No. Class list remove. Not status approved. Filter approved only. It wasn't unmoderated. It was, what did I call it? Needs moderation. There we go. Oh. Well, go ahead. Show me what you think this is, Copilot. Hey, Chris Jones. Hello. Do I have any spooky hats? You don't like the Overlook Hotel hat? Rejected. We have... Yes. I think that's it, right? Those are my three. Oh, and the unmoderated. Yep. Come on, show me what that is. That is so good. Robert Tables is here. Hello. What was that? Something more spooky. Spooky? How's about Camp Crystal Lake? How you like that one? You're not feeling the spooky? I don't have spooky.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
I don't think they did wear this hat in the Friday the 13th series. Crystal Lake is from Friday the 13th. What's my favorite team in the NFL? Asks Renicio, 8720. Philadelphia Eagles. Without doubt. My second favorite team, whoever's playing those front-running Dallas Cowboys. There you go. Oh, guess what? It's the same team this week as those boys in silver and blue visit Philadelphia to get whooped. Whooped! We'll see how that turns out someday. How you doing there? Absolute Lipohoy? Hello, welcome. Oh my goodness, I am fighting this cold today, let me tell you. Oof. Hello, hello. We are syndicating over to YouTube. If it's easier for folks to get to YouTube, we are over there as well. I'm keeping an eye on and moderating both. Let me head back over to the Linux machine over here. There you go. So I think that just made the filter button a heck of a lot simpler. And then we'll look at doing a little bit more there. Did that reload? I don't know. I'm going to force a rebuild, which will rebuild and refresh the screen in just a second, right? Your team is the Cowboys? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. There we go. Look at that. That works. Right? If I go back to all, or if I go to needs review. Right, so when it's in needs review, and we're going to reject that. Poof, gone. And rejected, and there it is. No. So, I'm feeling good about that. ABC, anybody but the Cowboys. There you go. For those of you that are outside the States, you're not familiar with a little bit of the rivalries here in American football in the National Football League. In the Eastern Division, there are 4 teams, and in each of the divisions in American football, you play everybody in your division twice. Unlike in English football and other leagues, where you play everybody on the table twice, so you end up with a 48-game season because you're playing 24 other teams. They've only got 17 games on the schedule. So every year, you play those other 3 teams that are probably geographically close to you. Somehow those stinking rotten Cowboys got lumped into the East, but I'm not. So, but we've got New York Giants, Washington Commanders now, Philadelphia. So New York, Philadelphia, Washington, literally it's a 2-hour drive between 2-3-hour drive between each of those cities. And then Dallas, way out west. Oh yeah. We don't like them too much. You play those 2 teams every year in and year out, and you learn to dislike each other in football. Yeah, the Washington football team. Ugh. Acronyms, they're like a whole other language. They are. And that's why I like to make sure that I go through and enumerate those acronyms. Type a couple messages there in chat. That should be paused. We shouldn't get content coming through and pushing that content around while I'm off of that. So, right? Nothing? There you go. Bills, boy, I like losing Super Bowls. Not so much. There you go. So that came through. I'll mouse off, and it comes through. There you go. You shall not pass. You shall not pass. Unless you're the Eagles and you've got a nice quarterback, and then you can pass, because we don't really like to run the ball. Quite frankly, running the ball only 4 times in the first half is not enough. But I digress, because they actually won the game, so what do I know? you like the Gandalf riff? Okay. So, all right. So I think that filter for the approval status, I think we've got that in a nice place. Let me get rid of this goo down here, and I'll close that half panel. Move this up a little bit. Right. And I think adding the check. How do we do this then for... Yeah, there needs to be a commit coming. If I were to do this filter in a similar technique here for the various providers, right? right, I would need CSS rules for each of these providers. And I will also need that crisscross over. Oh, show this one, hide everything else. I think the for loop's got to be the way we go on this. Right? So there's just the Mastodon content. And there's the Twitch and Mastodon content. And if I turn off Mastodon, it's not in the list now. Yep, just Twitch. And sorry, YouTube chat, I don't have you wired up right now. Have a good one, Dr. Cox. Enjoy that Halloween party. So, let's see, what do we want to do here? American soccer is a whole nother ball of wax. Even though we've got Messi playing in the States here now, his injuries are going to be an issue for Miami. They're going to be an issue. So, okay, so applying the filter by approval status. After it's done with those filters, I need to go do that fetch to go get data. He got another award. What did he get? Nah, Rooney left DC United. Didn't Rooney leave DC United? I thought he left. He was named head coach. Yeah. He left in the beginning of October. So, yeah, he missed qualifying for the playoffs and didn't do very good in the cup tournament either. Like, come on, man. Nope. He won his 8th Ballon d'Or. Wow. But how much of that came while he was playing in Europe? Phil
Vesey just resubscribed for 28 months.
Thank you so much. Let's say load additional content for filters. And I'll add a method that does this. Put that somewhere up here. I don't know. Decode HTML, start, format message. That's a big one. Leave that way up top there. Because that's kind of important, and I should probably move some of this stuff out at some point. Format message for moderation, sure. Here we go. Right, so we're going to put in that function. Use the SignalR connection to call, what's the method? Yeah, sure, that looks good. Dude. I think that's pretty close. Not gonna lie, I think that's pretty close. Let's close this one back over here. Where'd it go? I was just working on that. Yeah, there it is. So when this loads up, On new waterfall message, on new approved, on. Then it calls get content for tag, and it passed it in the tag. So I do need that. Back to moderation hub. Let's make sure get filtered content by tag. Something like that. Tag approved filter status. Is just one value that's coming through. I don't think I have that right. It should be providers first. So let's move this because it wasn't quite right. Provider filter is an array. So we might be okay with that. And approved filter status is actually just a single value. I'm missing a closing semi. You're right, I am. There we go. Yeah, you know what? Let's go back over here. I don't need... This can be just a single value. Let's do this. I think that works. Is Copilot built into VS Code or is it a separate install? It's an extension. It's an extension you have to install, but, right, everything's pretty much an extension. There you go. Okay. All right, so when it goes and fetches that, it's saying for each format message, and then do the thing. It should be format message for moderation. Let's see if that works. So if I come through, did it rebuild? Did it do? Let's just assume it did. Show me all the approved. I don't see anything. Oh! Denied. Tag is not defined. All right. Stand by. Where'd you get that? It's being passed in. Ah. All right, so I want this to be... Reload that page. Tag CSV is not defined. What? Oh, because it's right there. I'm not storing the tag anywhere in this? I'm not. Yeah. That should be okay, so I can get rid of that. Yeah. Now it's a thing. Hey, Don Stefan. Hello. Failed to invoke due to an error on the server. Oh, really? Try that again. Nope. Due to an error on the server. What's the error on the server? And I got a whole bunch of console log popping out there that we need to clear up. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that. All right. But what's happening on the server? I expect to get some sort of a message. Can JavaScript variables have threading issues? No. Because there's single threading in JavaScript. JavaScript is not multi-thread aware. I expect to get some sort of an error popping out over here on the server, but I'm not seeing that. Right? 108, oh boy. Yeah. Get filtered content by tag. You know what? Let's try debugging. Right, let's try hitting the debug. Yes, do it. Yes, I know it's not private. I know. No. Didn't break. I'm willing to bet it doesn't like this. Right, approved filter status is a string. Hello. Advmark. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much. Moderation. Right. Oh, come on. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Of course I did. The compiler knows better than me. Hey there, Alan. Excuse me. Thank you for the follow. Pending approved, rejected. Okay. I don't really have... Yeah, moderation state is pending approved or rejected, and... Huh. Go back. If I did something like that, but I can't, I would have to do an enum. Oh boy. Moderation state. So if it is empty, then actually we want to include all of them, right? Yeah, like that. And I can simplify. Sure. Stop it. No. Yeah, that works. Right, so now if I hit F5, it doesn't know which one it's starting. I mean, it's starting the right one, but... should hit a breakpoint right there. Right? Nope. I wanted to be on moderation. And let's change this to approved only. There we go. So states now is just approved. So, continue. Error occurred. You're not going to show me that error. There it is. PG moderation action line 50. Show me. But that was as it was coming through right here on line 191. I didn't navigate directly there. Do that again. No. Here. That shouldn't have gotten through there. Let's tweak this where clause a little bit. Right, now I can get rid of this. Is that a little bit better? So now if I say rejected only. Okay. Nope. It's in the explicit conversion. It doesn't like it. Saying instance not an instance of an object. And it's because... Hey, Steve. And Kevin Wong, hello. Control-Shift F8, is that it? No. For me, it's Control-G. Right, it's not null. So it's on the conversion here. So moderation action should be a thing. So it's telling me that it's being passed null. Right? I'm going to take that breakpoint off. So action, it is receiving an action object. And it is null. Why is it being passed a null object? Let's go up the stack. Huh. Huh. So, where's it getting... Why is it getting a null object there? Because I didn't tell it to load it. Right, this is EF. You have to say include. I didn't tell it to greedy load it. There we go. Try that again. Yeah, right? Don't worry. What's up, Kevin? Thinking about my performance? Now I've got an object coming through. Take the breakpoint off. Go. All right, so now when I say give me the approved only, I thought I was going to get stuff. Rejected only. Thought I was going to get more stuff. Is there an error running here? No. All right, hang on. Go back over here. Let's go look at our JavaScript. I'm actually going to stop you because I think. Oh, wait a sec. Failed to fetch. Oh, did you? Stop trying to make fetch happen. Let's say down here. Rerun that. Programmer landmines, yeah. So F12. Give me approved only. Nothing. Come here, you. Sure looks like it ran properly. Let's look at the JavaScript. How do I do a count of the ones that are visible? Only proceed if less than 20 article elements are visible. Oh, so good. Okay. But still, it's like, it didn't get anything. Start logging. Sure. No, it didn't do anything. Right. Well, that didn't even do that. Yeah, I'm expecting to show older records as well, but it's not even getting there. So let's cancel that for right now. Receive 17 additional messages. Great! Where are they? Yeah, if the length is greater than 20, don't proceed. Where the style is not, display none. So the ones that are visible. If they're more than 20, return. Right? Should that be the other way? Oh, okay. Where's the rest of my content over here now? Like, it got content. Right? Received 17 additional messages. Yeah, format message for moderation. There they are. So why isn't it tracking? They're approved. So, okay. Their status approved, so they should be appearing. All right, so let's try this. It's there. It's on the screen. But it's marked with the display none. Why? That's on approve. And actually, I don't need to do that, because it'll automatically because I have the approval somewhere else. There, it's another one of these. There we go. The scroll doesn't go quite far enough, but... Okay. Because we changed the way the filter works, those other places where the filter was engaged, we need to tweak. Cool. Let's commit this Johnny. Added ability to fetch more content from the server and connected approval filter. Okay. Next step. We have to do it also for the change of the provider filters. Right, so those get loaded into here, provider filter. Just an array hanging out here. Add and remove right there. And then it calls apply filter. What do you mean there's no definition? Oh, okay. Oh, it creates a CSS rule. Yes. Yes, there it is. So, are these actually used anywhere? No. Then get rid of that. So after the filter completes there, yes, I did, Stelzy. Ooh. If right, we want to load additional content for filters. So now I want to look at approved only, and it tried to get me more Mastodon content. Now, why that should have tried to get me more Mastodon content, and it sure went back to the 19th there. Yeah. Oh, nuts. All right, I know that's working now, and I know that's working. And that. If I say, give me all the Mastodon content, I know it's not just those 5 items. Okay. So let's go back over here. I want to debug into that. Right there. Oof. Come on now. There we go. Okay, moderation. Okay, so it's searching for .NET. State is 0, right, which is... Well, wait a second, that's the wrong state. That's asking for pending only, but I asked for all. That's not the right state. Remember that, chat. We'll have to come back through to fix that. Right? So if I say needs review, the states that have been passed through is 3, which it doesn't know what to do with. My states are mapped wrong. Right? Let's go back up here. Moderation state 0, 1, 2. So the approval filter, okay, the approval filter is off from this. I think we can fix this. No, let's change this. All is -1. Unmoderated is 0. Right? Pending is 0. Approval is 1. Now that should still work over there, but I've got to change my hub. So I want to say or state equals -1. Rebuild. I think we've got this. Is the YouTube selection messing with it? No. I think the state was off and it was... So, moderation. Give me approved only. So, it's requesting approved states only from providers, Mastodon, Twitch, and YouTube chat. I think that's right. Okay. And there's all that content, and it's more content like we expected. But now if I want only approved on Mastodon, now it's coming back and it's requesting providers, Mastodon, and YouTube chat, states approved. And it's not finding any more Mastodon content. Now, there might not be more Mastodon content. If I say needs review on that, right? So it's needs review should have come through. That's a hub. I think my combo box is off. Yeah, there we go. This should be 0. This should be -1. I'm out of coffee. All right, moderation. So all, turn off Twitch. And now it's fetching state -1. So the states it's asking for is everything. Good. No, don't restore. I thought it was... No, you, go. No. There we go. Now I'm getting more Mastodon content. It's not all the content, but I'm getting more. Okay. I thought we clearly had a lot more Mastodon content. Okay, what happened there? Two, and it's requesting just rejected on YouTube chat and Twitch. So what happened over here? It didn't apply the filter. What? That's not me. There we go. There we go. Now that's rejected only, and it... Something's afoot. So it adds those statuses, which should show a hide appropriately. All the things. Right? So when I say rejected only, boom. All. Okay, everything comes back. Approved only, good. Needs review. Now that's... It's removed, approved only, and it's only got needs moderation. Okay. And when I turn off Twitch, okay. Now, there, look. That should be Mastodon rejected only. Filter rejected only. And that doesn't have a class on it. Hang on. Why is that canceled? Why is that overridden? That's why right there. Because I put that display grid important. That rule that I created. So if we take that off, and we cringed at this last time when we added this thing. Right? Hey. Yeah, Tmox. Go run that. Huh. I'm feeling pretty good about where we are, but now I'm crisscrossing display things. Okay. The bad kind of cringe. We don't really want to add this. Right, see, I just turned off Twitch and it didn't hide anything. Right? Right, turn off Twitch and it doesn't hide the Twitch content. If I put it on this one, right, and I turn off Twitch, okay, we're good on the display none. I turn back on Twitch and it reappears. Okay, and then if I turn this to rejected only, and I put Twitch back in, if I go to approved only, and we turn that down to just Mastodon, okay. I know there's more content from Mastodon that we've downloaded. I know there is. Right? Docker exec. Postgres. No, I need to tell it where it's going. I want to execute PG SQL. The user is tags. Really? There we go. Yeah. Just start with that. Oh, I forgot to start. No, top 10 is a SQL Server thing, isn't it? I forgot the quote. There we go. Provider. Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's hundreds of entries there. Yeah, I could have done account star. Sure. $500 entries there. So is my Postgres right? When I filter, I'm including moderation action, and I'm saying moderation action must be present. Yeah, that's screwing me up right there. Hey there, find us. Welcome. I need to pivot these two, if there is none. No. Hey, Noir Supernova. Hello. Right, if it says all, I need to exclude this filter. If it says pending, I need to turn around this filter. But if it's one of the other two, this is going to be so ugly. Yeah. Yeah, if it is pending. If it's 3, then it's all 3 states. Then it wants all. And I'm sure there's a good way to do this cleaner, easier. I don't care. Yes, restart the app. Okay, so that's restarted. So now if I say approved only, but only give me Mastodon. Okay, but now if I say give me needs review on Mastodon, there we go. Now I've got more content on Mastodon. Yes. And it disappears as soon as I approve stuff. Right? And if I say approved only on Mastodon, there we go. I think we got it, friends. Speaking of Carl and Richard over there, I recorded a .NET Rocks episode with them yesterday that will be airing this week. All about .NET Conf, all about some of the cool stuff we got coming. I want you to check it out. I know you already listened to the .NET Rocks, but I'll be over there talking to the fellows. Would you be interested in having them join me on this stream? I know we had Richard last week. Would you be interested in having them join me over here? Carl, of course, is my co-host on the Blazer Puzzle podcast. Yeah? All right. I see some folks saying yes, yes, yes. So we wouldn't write code, but we more talk about the state of things. Maybe we do a post.NET Conf wrap-up over here. Something like that. And, of course, it would have to be a little bit later in the day because Richard is in Vancouver. We'll have to see about that, but let me kick that around with them. Let's just do a couple more little experiments here. Rejected only. Do I not have older rejected stuff on Mastodon? There's all Mastodon. So let's go back. Let's go back here pretty far and let's reject something here. I don't know. Sure, I'll reject this one. And if I say rejected only on Mastodon, it's there, but it was already loaded. So let me reload the page. So I'll turn off Twitch. And if I say rejected only, that didn't work. If I say approved only on Mastodon, I don't think my filter is going and getting that data properly. Let's take a look at this one more time. If the state's length is 1 and states is pending, then it's getting where moderation action is null. If state's length is 3, yeah. So it should have gotten this one. Yeah, you go away. When in doubt, debug it. Right? Start up the debugger. We'll take a look-see. I think we're really close here. There it is. Close these other browsers. Moderation. Rejected only. Here we go. States being passed in. There is 1 and it is rejected. So that should skip. State's length is not 3. Skip that. So down here it's going to be where states contains that moderation state. So I should get it loading a bunch of data coming back. There we go. And if I turn that off, so I only get... Okay. Refresh the screen. Let's take that down to just Mastodon. So states that it's requesting is all 3. Pending, approved, rejected. So if state's length is 3, then it doesn't... It's joining into moderation action, but it's not filtering on that. So we get all the Mastodon content. Now when I come through and I say rejected only on Mastodon, it's trying to get more, and it's asking for rejected on Mastodon and YouTube chat. Let that flow. And it's not there. Why not? Not F11, F12. This feels like another CSS issue, right? Filter rejected only. So let's go way down to the end. Mastodon. take that off for right now, but leave the debugger attached. Yeah. What? There's more than just that one rejected on here. You've met folks who openly stated that the debug mode and use of breakpoints is conceptually wrong, boom boom. It's because they don't have tools. When you have tools that let you step through and intercept and look directly at the code that you're working on, you don't need all that logging. Yes, logging is useful after the fact so you can come through and see what happened. At the time that I'm building this, I don't want to add logging and go through and having to go through a logging cycle. Just find my problem and help me fix it. It's clearly, well, right? Status dash rejected. Now it's telling me, are you kidding? That there's only one rejected. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, those are the same folks that pay a fortune for logging services. Well, I have the debugger wired up, so, I mean, right, let's take a look right there as we click through. Okay. Now, why did it try and get more Mastodon content? Like, okay, there it is. So now if I say rejected only. So it's trying to go find rejected content. It's not going to show me what it's returning. Yeah, there are 5 rejected entries on here. That's a Twitch rejection. Twitch, 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 Twitch. So it's telling me that it doesn't have any Mastodon rejected messages. Which I know is not true. So there's a rejected message on Mastodon. Refresh the page. It goes and fetches all the Mastodon content. Ooh! It didn't save that status. Am I running into an issue just rejecting content? No, that worked. Can I not reject Mastodon content? Insert into moderation actions right there. Hey there, Leviani.
Leviani just resubscribed for 60 months. Keep calm and continue coding, smile.
Thank you so much. And I'll make another donation to the American Cancer Society. Thank you so much, Leviani. 60 months, 5 years. Wow. Wow. Much appreciate that support. That is awesome. Where provider equals Mastodon. Should be single quotes on those. It sees them. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me that we've got folks that are sticking with us for that long. That's so cool. So that should be dropping down into here, where the providers contains that and the states. Right? Yeah. Providers is Mastodon or YouTube. States is rejected. This was just working. Do I need to convert that states to an int? I mean... Nope, that's not me. Not me. Oh, int doesn't have a contains. So make this any. No. Excuse me. Go back on that. I have two providers, but the contains. Yeah, that's okay, right? Because if the provider's collection, so if Mastodon and YouTube contains the provider on that row, right? So this is a inverse of the in statement. Think. What are we missing here? Providers contains the provider submitted. It has a moderation action attached. That should work. It's going to take 100. And we know there's 7. And then it should return them. Thank you. Go ahead, try again. Try that again. Is it still running? Nope. Moderation. Turn off Twitch chat. Rejected only. There it goes to go get it. It has 3 results. That doesn't feel right either. And it didn't paint them on the screen. Well, yes. Okay. Yeah, okay. 3 was correct. Why aren't they on the screen? Hey, George. Happy Halloween to you there on YouTube. Did I try the C# ear extension? No. Let's look for one of these. Well, did that copy it to the clipboard? We'll find out. No. Here we go. Nope, didn't copy it into the clipboard. 65701. See if it finds that. No, it doesn't find it. Yeah, it's not hidden. It's not there. So let's go over to the JavaScript. So loading additional content. Let's put that console log back in here. Yes. Received 100 additional messages. Good. Rejected only. Take that off. Received 3 additional messages. Okay. So where are they? And, well, okay, hang on. This one right here from Gerald, we know is rejected. We know is rejected. Right here. Hey, Gerald. So it's loading that additional content, but it's not formatting it and putting the moderation state on it. 65701, there it is. So, why? If content state equals, let's go back over. Do that again. So just Mastodon, boom, it loads the additional content. It doesn't load the additional content because I didn't tell it to include it. I told it, go get all, but it didn't include it. I took that out. Right? No, it's there. Oh, it's right. Restart. Right, so knock it down to just Mastodon. Hang on. Can it do that? Or is it gonna... It is a good fit to be done with Blazor. I felt like doing it with Razor Pages and JavaScript. There we go. Now we've got it. So now when I say rejected only... But if I go... Right, if I do that first and I say show me rejected only... Yeah. It did filter and bring those back. I think we got it, friends. I think we got it. Am I using jQuery? Plain vanilla. Plain vanilla. Pull in the updates. Fine. Finished connecting provider filters. Pull in the updates. Make me sad. It's my branch, so I'm going to force. You stink. Oh, you really stink. I think we've got it, friends. Yep. Let that build, and I think we can ship this one. But this is a good candidate for being Blazor. In fact, when we do our work on Thursday, we're going to turn the waterfall UI into a .NET MAUI application. And that will do with Blazor. Oh, yeah. It'll be good. It'll be real good. 1 minute in, and it's still building. I was looking at this if there was a way to cache some of these things. Like, part of me looks at the restore dependencies and is like, you know what? We could cache that. The setup.net and restore dependencies here, I could cache those two. And save almost a minute on my build time. Using GitHub Actions. Nah, not dressing up today. Right, if I shaved a minute off of there, this would only take 30 seconds to build. Like, that's not bad. So the playwright tests, they're just going to take longer. That's just the way it is. Oh, fine. Show me the playwright test running. Yup. Lots of text flying by. Dude, I'm watching The Matrix. Whoa. I am using .NET 8. Yes. That's not the right workshop. That's a different workshop. There we go. Playwright is good. And now we've got strong filtering for us on our moderation page. Good. Yep, that'll rebuild, recompile, and deliver a container image that we'll be able to use. There is a login provider migration issue that we should address. This was just fixed. Why didn't it close it? Done. Okay. Yeah. Just finished that. We should take care of this one. That's an easy one. What are the big things we still have left here? 52% complete. No. You are getting moved out. Sorry. Oh, we need this one, and I want to work on that one later today. We need emote processing from YouTube. That's a good one. But we need the waterfall pop-ups. We need the emotes replaced. That shouldn't be too bad to do. Let's do this one. 257. Tell you what, I'm going to step away and blow my nose and a couple other things here. Let me let this run for just a few minutes. You'll be able to see the build go through here. Yeah, I'll be back in just a few minutes here. Let me go get nose blown and cleaned up a little bit here. I'll be right back. That's not the right one. This one. All right, let's get this show back on the road here. Right. Oh, I feel much better. Here we go. So building, and it's creating my Docker image for me right here. It'll take about 2 minutes to do. That's fine. And added that UI for filters. I feel good that that's built and delivered. There you go. Docker image is available. You can, if you're interested, you can pull that Docker image and work with it. That's available out there. Where was I? Yeah, it's going to create some GitHub issues. If there are any... where was it? Emotes on the waterfall pop-up. So let's take a look at that real quick. Over here. So, there's content from Thindall that was... Okay, that didn't work. Rerun that. Here we go. Come on now, load that up. Load it up. And come back over here to my waterfall view. So here, if I go to Thindall's, say it didn't replace with the appropriate emote there. So let's fix that. Right? Let's fix that. Let's create a jump over here. Clean that out. Git pull upstream main. All right. Yes, I know. You need to rebuild. And I'm going to check out a branch, and we'll call this fix. Modal emotes. Thindall with the heart, right? And I'll set up the push. There we go. This is all a JavaScript fix. This is strictly JavaScript. Close the others. All right. Format message. Here we go. Here we go. On click, here it is. Send message to overlay. Yeah, that's to go over to... Yeah, that I bet you the overlay doesn't do the emote processing either. Modal body equals content.text. Right, there it is. There it is. Yeah. All right, split this. Format content with emotes. And it returns that text. So right here. So if I just replace that, we go back over here and we click on Thindall's message. There we go. Try this one from Dev Leader. Yeah, we got the eyeballs. There's a smiley face. We got that one. This one from Phil. Yep, we get the... So far, so good. So far, so good. Now the question is the overlay. Right, so overlay. Right, so when I click into Thindall's message, yeah, it's not formatted properly on the overlay. So Over here, let's go to overlay. Is that made available anywhere else? It's called and it's in 3 places, there and there. So I could pass that through, right? Format content with emotes. Right, so now I could go up in here. And we could... Yep. Oh boy. Well, office politics coming through. Yeah, this should be an easy fix, right? Content, image URI, if there's a preview card, right there. Content text. So what I should be able to do is say window, TagApp, right? Yeah. Okay, that needs to be loaded, so there we go. Got it. Same thing with this one up here from Phil. There it goes. Fantastic. Ship it. Oh, I need to put it on the portrait one also. What's that called? Portrait overlay. Same thing right there. Format, content with emotes. Now formatting modals and overlays with emotes. All right, this is 257. Fixes 257. Yay! I like fixes that are easy to describe. Yeah. Yeah. So let's take a look at the GitHub action cache statement. Who dat? Finite singularity. Hello, hello, my friend. 45 raiders coming in hot. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Thank you so much for that raid. How you doing there, friends? What's a rad? What is a rad? That's a good... Yeah. It should be a finite raid. How you doing there, friends? I'll give it just a few seconds here for the... for any commercials, for any ads to clear out here. Yeah, rad's a typo. How you doing there, Finite? Great to see you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, friends. Great to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz. I'm a live coder here on the stream. You got Chalk Boom game back online today? Oh, that's cool. Very cool. What's Ubuntober? My name is Jeff Fritz. I'm a live coder, and all through the month of October, I'm live coding on Ubuntu Linux. Does that look like a Windows start button or a Mac start button there in the corner? No, don't think so. Because I'm on Ubuntu Linux, and we're writing code live. And directly on the metal of a Linux-based laptop. So, it's .NET, it's C#, ASP.NET Core, JavaScript, building for containers, working with GitHub Actions. Yeah. Having a great time. No. Right on the metal. This is a native device. How do you get Linux OS on 4 gigabytes with 1 terabyte of system configuration? No, that's not how that works. That's not... No. You don't have a terabyte of system configuration. Can I share my laptop specs? You want to buy a laptop? Check out... This is a K-Focus laptop that I got. There you go. Stream Elements. Oh, it didn't copy across the Stream Elements message. Here, I'll just copy that message and paste that onto YouTube. There you go. All right. Let me see here. Good. Build is completed and delivered. Hey there, Duca Soft. Good to see you. Yeah, a little bit of office politics going on. What do I expect? What do you expect? No. Huh. Yeah, thanks so much. Oh, that was nice. That's real nice. Whatever. Your VS Code is all black, but the menu works and the command window pops up on Kali bare metal, but still Debian based. That's weird. That sounds like you got something else installed funny there. Because I mean, I installed VS Code from the repository, no problem. All right, let me clean up here. Delete that branch. Fix modal and motes. Pull upstream main. Oh, come on, man. Push that out locally. Good. What? That feels weird. Yeah, that's not updated. I didn't merge it yet, that's why. Yeah. Gotta merge that. Then we'll get the thing. Alright. Now do that. There we go. Alright. I want to take a look at that cache step, which is inevitably going to turn into, like, 20 updates that don't do anything. It's pre-installed with Kali. Oh. Yeah, I forgot to merge. That's on me. That's interesting. Look at that. Solution Explorer in Windows puts the consonants at the bottom and the numbers at the top. In VS Code, it puts Solution Explorer in Visual Studio. Yeah. I want to log an issue here. Yes, feedback. Yeah, I can't. Solution folder? Oh, God. No, it's not there. And I can't create an issue. I'll have to do this another time then. Fix it 42. Hello? What am I working on? This is an application we've been building called TagApp that lets you monitor content across multiple social media providers, bring in and present them in a unified interface, like you see here. I don't need the overlay anymore there. We're good on that. So, yeah, I'll have to create that issue later. The source code is freely available. I don't think there's a link to it below, but there's my GitHub, Fritz and Friends /TagsApp. Yeah, thank you, Eric. I want to take a look and see if I can cache some of those setup steps. Cache action will attempt to restore a cache based on a key you provide. So using the output of the cache. Yeah, output cache hit. So if we don't get a cache hit, then go do something. What? So what if I say... can I just say straight cache? Cache Gradle packages, something like that. Key. Key created when saving a cache. Have a good one there, fix it. The paths on the runner to cache or restore. Will attempt to restore a cache based on the key you provide. When the action finds a cache that exactly matches the key, the action restores the cached files to the path you configure. Okay. Yeah, I can't do this with NuGet. Yeah, that's not going to work. And they don't have a NuGet setup action here. So, nope, can't do that. Bummer. Okay. So, let's take a look back at our issues, the milestone. Because I prioritized a bunch of things previously, right? Need to deal with channel moderation from Twitch. Start async, stop async methods. Keyboard navigation for the moderation screen. Need to do emote processing on YouTube. Touchscreen moderation. Oh, and a block list of users. Oh, boy. That's a big one. This one I feel like could be easier. Okay. So if we were doing keyboard navigation, clearly I wanted to use the arrows to navigate around.
Gene80 just
Jean Valjean.
47 months.
Coder 24601. Hello, hello. 47 months with us. Almost 4 years. Holy smokes. Thank you so much. And I'll make a donation to the American Cancer Society for that subscription. Thank you so much. Yes, I know. Let's do this. I want to park this for right now. We did a whole lot of work here today. Let me park this for right now. Go get something to eat. I'm clearly not feeling perfect here. So let me back up out of here. I'm going to tweak and tune a bunch more of these things. I still want to get logging into here so we can see a little bit of what's going on under the covers. And I want to come back on Thursday and start talking about a little bit of building a Maui front end to some of TagApp. I ran into our friend Maddie Montequilla and hey, when am I going to get a Maui front end for this? So let's take a look what we can do to build an initial front end there. I'm not going to publish anything to the store, but maybe we can make an app available for folks to download. So even then, I don't have the tools to build on Mac for iOS. I don't know. I need to think a little bit more about that. But for now, I'm going to run. Yeah, TagApp in Maui, I think, is coming up here. I'm going to run. I'll be back later on Thursday. We'll be syndicating to YouTube and Twitch. And I will see you then. Let me take a look at who's streaming on the big Twitch TV network. Who can I get you connected with? Might be doing something fun out here. Let me send you to... Is she over here? I think I might send you over to see her. Now, let's go see our friend Jason Langsdorff. Who's hosting his show over there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back, like I said, on Thursday. We're going to do a little bit of exploration with .NET MAUI and see if we can build a basic user interface for folks on native app on a tablet or a phone to work with TagApp. I will talk to you then. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.